And hello everybody to this it's Thursday. No, it's not Thursday. Saturday, at least it's Friday. So yesterday I didn't stream because I felt like low energy, felt very rough, and I have no idea what the fuck's going on with my body. The best I can describe it is I feel like I'm getting over a cold that I didn't even have. You know when you're like the final stages of a cold, where the sore throat, stuffy nose, and all that's gone, and you just got a little bit of a cough, and your body still aches a little bit and feels a little sore. That's how I feel, but I haven't had a cold. So I have no idea what's going on. Either I did, and my body fought through the worst parts, and I'm left with the little parts. But I felt like a little bit like that worse yesterday, because I had work later on. I didn't want to risk making myself worse, because I've said, as I've always said before, it is not worth pushing myself too much, even if I feel a little ill, because the worst case now is I can then make myself worse and then be off an entire week of stream rather than just one day. But I do feel a little bit better today, a little bit. And I got myself a nice bottle of Lucozade to help out. But yeah, and today I wanted to stream because last stream we did like the 2 story missions for Zhongli, first time, right? And I was enjoying that. I thought it'd be fun to do that again because, like I said, these story quest things are perfect for situations like this, whatever. I'm low energy, or in this case, feel kind of rough, and I don't want to have something where I don't have to talk a little too much, but still have something to stream, because I do enjoy streaming. I wanted to stream today, but today we'll see how I go. Obviously, if I start feeling like a lot worse, I'll stop the stream. But today, hopefully, you'll be able to do both Child's story mission and my brain's trying to blank on the goat name story mission, because like I said, they can vary in length. Sometimes they can be an hour long, it could be 2 hours long. We'll see how we get. We could because what we could do, we could easily just do Child's and then maybe start the other ones as well. We'll see how things go and see how I feel. But all the same, I wish I know what's going on with my body. Like, my theory is because I've been drinking Actimel for the last like 2 months. If anyone doesn't know what that is, it's that's right, it's like a yogurt drink, but it's good for like building an immune system and stuff. My theory is that my stupid one, but it's something that I can think of, is that I've got such a strong immune system, my immune system fought against the worst parts of a cold, and I'm just left with the minor parts of it. I don't know. I'm not a doctor. I have no idea why I feel so rough. Maybe I'm actually just catching a cold, because it's not impossible to get a cold during the summertime. I've had that before. Because people got to remember, just because it's called a cold doesn't mean you can't get it during the hot weather. It's just very likely. I should also clarify why I'm drinking Lucozade. Ever since I was a kid, anytime I was ever unwell, my mom always got me Lucozade to drink. It always made me feel better. I think there might be something in it that helps with the immune system or something. So, with that aside, let's my brain even more worse. Get into it. Oh, there you go. There's a cough. Okay. I already started it. Oh shit! I forgot to stop the music. There we go. Huh? Oh yeah, that's the mission there. My brain completely like just went. What's that mission there? I'm gonna be more out of it than usual. Oh, it's always right there, isn't it now? It's very interesting that he's associated with Leeway when he's technically from Shiznaiza, if I'm not mistaken. But Leeway's where he first appeared, so that makes a little sense. Oh. That's one of the...
Be on your guard, traveler. Now is no time for sightseeing.
Oh, why is that? Has something happened?
Yes. As unusual as this may sound, numerous eyewitness reports have confirmed an active Ruin Guard presence in this area, even though this is far beyond their normal area of activity. Sergeant sent someone to find out just where these ancient machines might have come from. It appears that they simply left their ruin and marched off all of a sudden, for no clear reason.
Ooh. Maybe they're going out for a drink. Going down the pub. Go down the pub with the lads, get wasted and all that.
So did somebody wake them up?
As I say, The reason is still unclear. We have very little intelligence at present. Moreover, the ruin in question is of the especially spooky variety.
Ooh.
Strange noises are often heard coming from within.
Spooky, you say?
As such, we are not permitted to investigate until the order comes through from headquarters.
One can never be too cautious.
In any case, the only sensible strategy in the meantime is to increase Millilith patrols. We must not let innocent civilians come to harm.
That's a good point. Ruin guards are probably pretty dangerous for regular folk.
Is there any way I can help?
Wow. I'm very grateful indeed for the offer, but it just wouldn't be worth the risk.
Oh, don't worry about that. This one beats up ruin guards for breakfast.
I do know a little self-defense.
Is that so?
It is.
Well, if you're genuinely offering...
It's
I did see some ruin guard footprints on the hillside, but since then I've been too busy warning passers-by to investigate myself.
Footprints, eh? Interesting. We'll take the case.
Well, I'm the
While the Millilith stands guard, evil shall never prevail. On behalf of the Millilith, I salute you, traveler. You have my gratitude. I will rendezvous with you once I have finished my patrol.
Fuck up some ruin guards. That surely this is Child's ambition. He might have something to do with it.
This footprint is huge. It has to be the one that guy was talking about.
She's not wrong. They are huge. But they look about the same size ones we usually.
There's another one. Yep. Seems the ruin guards did come out for a walk after all.
A little stroll. No one likes a good little stroll now and again.
The trail of ruin guard footprints leads us here to... Ah! A ruin guard! Over there!
I think he's just sitting. He's just chilling, not minding his own business. He's not doing any harm. Gotta tickle little footsies. Little tickle. Little tickle tickle. No, he wants to fight. Alright. When he made a noise, it makes me think of the wedges. Like,
Let's dance!
oh jeez, I got burps.
Oh no! Don't blink!
This is gonna be a very, literally selective.
Sure till I'm dead!
Disappear!
Ow. Spin army thing. Eat heat, bitch.
Speed of light! Cut to the chase!
And it's shit, mate. I can listen to them. Definitely first needs.
Power cord! Well, that's one down.
And a shitload to go.
Let's keep looking around. Maybe we'll find some more.
How many are gonna be more? An army of them? No. That would be trouble. Oh, there's one there. He's just strolling down, minding his own business. Taking our nightly stroll. Oh no, it's not that one. I guess the other one's up here then. No, it's in no footprint. Oh, there he is. He's just sitting, chilling. There's a little kitty here.
Hey you! Check this out! Isn't it awesome? What is he wearing?
Clothes, Paimon.
I've never seen one this close before. Have you ever seen one?
Yes, plenty of them. I just fought one a moment ago. Yes, it's a powered down ruin guard.
Excuse me. His name is Mr. Cyclops, actually. What sort of dumb name is Ruin Guard?
Mr. Cyclops isn't in the Bellamy.
Mr. Cyclops? cute! Wait, what? Do people seriously call them that?
Yep, my brother said so. And he's the best toy seller in the whole world. It's his job to sell this kind of stuff. Right now, he's at the Institute for Toy Research in Liyue. That's where Mr. Cyclops has come from. It's always nice to meet someone else who likes toys. So tell me, where'd you get your toy from? Must be a pretty new kind, huh? I've never seen one that can fly and talk before.
Mine is not a toy. Neither are ruin guards. Limited. Oh, God.
Yeah, Paimon is not a toy!
Greetings. Have you found anything? Oh. A child? What's the situation here?
We just, found him.
You shouldn't be out here, boy.
Boy.
There are killing machines in the area. It's extremely dangerous.
Killing machines? You mean ones that look like this?
Indeed.
Precisely. And including this one. It's not moving now, but if it were to wake up, the consequences would be...
You take that back! Mr. Cyclops is not a killing machine. He's one of the good guys.
Mr. Cyclops?
We shouldn't be talking to this guy. If he's saying mean things about Mr. Cyclops, he's definitely a bad man.
I'm just trying to help.
I think you've lost him.
I've always been hopeless at dealing with children.
Well then, why don't you get back to your normal job and leave us to do the babysitting?
It seems I have no other choice. Very well. I will continue with my patrol. Please escort the child to somewhere safe. It's much too dangerous here.
The mighty Mr. Cyclops scared off the bad guys once again!
What's your name, kid?
My name's Tusser. I came all the way from Snezhnaya to look for my brother in Liyue. But I'm all on my own, and I don't know where to find him.
You came all the way from Snezhnaya?
Snezhnaya. That's like someone they say. Snezhnaya!
Oh, I think this is the part where I give you this. Here you go.
What is it? Looks heavy. What the?
So much more.
My brother said I should take it with me. He said, find a nice person to give this to, and they will take good care of Tusser.
Your brother makes a good point. Still, it's hard to believe you made it all this way armed with nothing but a few bags of mora. Your family must be super rich. Paimon never knew you could make so much mora from selling toys.
I might be.
Yay! Thanks, nice guy. All right, now we gotta make a pinky promise.
Pinky promise.
You make a pinky promise, you keep it all your life. You break a pinky promise, I throw you on the ice. The cold will kill the pinky that once betrayed your friend. The frost will freeze your tongue off so you never lie again.
Damn, that's kind of morbid.
Wow, that one nursery rhyme kind of says all you need to know about Snezhnayan culture. Well, if we weren't your babysitters before, we sure as heck are now. But where should we look for your brother?
Somewhere real close.
Snezhnaya? Oh, how about the Northland Bank?
Makes
All
sense.
right! Finally, now I get to see my brother!
I have a sneaking suspicion of who his brother is. Oh, there's the. Oh, excuse me. But drinking some mukazi to make myself feel better. And the point with fizzy drinks to make me very gassy. There we go. Right. It's just like a hunch that it has to be a child. I think his other name is like whatever he's called, safe name. Oh, nope, don't there. I do love the music. Oh, that's right, it's like an embassy or something for them, isn't it?
That seems a little inappropriate, don't you think, sir? How can you...
Jerk off in public?
Relax. Once in a while can't hurt. It'll be fine.
Huh? What is he doing here?
Yay, my brother! I found you!
I know that voice. Why, if it isn't my little brother Tooser! My goodness! What a nice surprise, Tooser. I thought I would have to wait till I return home before seeing you again. How are the others? Sister Tonia and Brother Anthon? Is everybody keeping well?
They miss you a lot. Tonya prays for you every day at dinner.
Wait a second. What are you doing here in Liyue, Tooser? How have I not heard anything about this?
Well, what happened was, I saw a boat that looked like it was selling toys, so obviously I thought you were on board. And then, when I got off, I just kept walking and walking, and then I found a Mr. Cyclops. Mr. Cyclops scared off a bad guy, and then I found this nice guy to help me come look for you.
Travels.
And also, Tooser is Child's brother? Cool. Suddenly Paimon doesn't feel so bad about taking Tooser's money.
Tooser, what you did was extremely dangerous. I'm so happy to see you, really I am, but please, promise me you won't do anything like this ever again.
Okay, I promise. Please don't be mad at me.
I'm not mad at you. I just care about your safety, that's all. If you hadn't met these nice people, things could have been a lot more dangerous for you, Tooser. I hope you said a big thank you to them.
Yep, I always remember my pleases and thank yous.
Oh, so you did notice we were here. You were just ignoring us. Gotcha.
Forgive me, it's always family first where I'm from. Don't take it personally. I know we've had our differences up to now, but a few minor quibbles aside, we get on quite well, don't you think?
Do you mean... What do you mean that? Or are you just keeping up appearances?
Come on, you know I'm just a pawn in all that, just doing my part. As for who wins, who loses, and how each side deals with the consequences, I prefer to leave all that up to the ones playing the game. I'm much more interested in who wins and who loses when it comes to our little sparring matches.
Sounds like you're ready to get your butt kicked again.
Yeah, gonna do the old butt kicking, as she put it. I just want Paimon to just swear once. I just think it would be funny if she said told someone to go fuck themselves. Fuck you.
Ha! You're forgetting something about me. I, Tartaglia, spend every second getting stronger. Don't expect to have it quite so easy next time.
Tartaglia. I'm just gonna call him Child because it's a lot easier to say. I've always come a long way since then.
Whoa. You aren't gonna fight now, are you?
Why not? Let's throw down SmackDown.
Maybe not right now. Not while my kid brother is watching.
Oh, rather kick your ass in front of your brother?
Why do you want to fight the nice guy? Are you guys enemies?
No, not at all. Allow me to formally express my sincerest gratitude for taking care of my darling brother. His safety matters very much to me.
I'm still keeping my eye on you.
So anyway, Paimon has a question. Tooser said something about you being a toy seller. What's that all about? Aren't you supposed to be one of the Fatui's harbinger?
Yes, about that.
A lie.
Shh, look. I only told him that so that he'll look up to me. In the eyes of a child, working with toys must be the best job imaginable, right? I don't want my family to have anything to do with the Fatui's, or should I say Snezhnaya's, darker side. The older ones already know that I serve the Tsaritsa, but Tusser is still so young, and in his eyes... As I was saying, I remain Snezhnaya's greatest expatriate toy seller, currently attached to the Liyue branch of our Institute for Toy Research.
That's right! My brother's the greatest! He's Mr. Cyclops' bestest friend!
This is going to be one of those stories where the kid finds out the horrible truth and hates him. And they work out the differences by the end. Or something like that.
Just humor me in front of Tusser, if you would be so kind.
Would you so kindly?
Yes, Ekaterina. I will deal with the issue of that outstanding payment right away.
Hey, slinking off, are we?
But Master Child, would it not be a little improper to ask you to deal with debt collection?
A bet is a bet, isn't it? And if you lose a bet with an agent, well, you might as well get a little exercise out of it.
Are you going off to sell toys now?
Something like that.
That's right. As much as I'd love to catch up a little longer, Tusser, duty calls. I'm sure Mr. Nice Guy here will be happy to keep you company while I'm out, though.
So we still need to keep babysitting for you?
Sure, I really like this guy. And anyway, he made a pinky promise to take good care of me.
Sure did.
Well, it sounds like Tusser really likes you, and that you've already made a pinky promise to take good care of him anyway.
They're ganging up on me. Okay, sure.
Then I'm in your debt. Here, take this as Tusser's entertainment fund. I want him to have a good time while he's in Liyue, so take him anywhere he wants. If need be, you may find me by the river near Qingshu Pool. I'll see you both around.
Let's do some babysitting then, I guess. Kid wanted to go to like
Looks like we'll be hanging out with Child's kid brother for a while.
So, where are we going to play first?
How about we start with the toy store?
Makes sense. Geronimo! Made it across. There we go. See if I can make it there before my feet touch the ground. Yes! No.
Huh? What are those super colorful winged things?
Kites.
They're called kites. The kids in Liyue love them.
Hello there, dear.
Well, hello
you look
there.
like you've come a very long way. Let Granny guess. From what you're wearing, I would say... Snezhnaya.
That's right. How do you play with these kite things, Granny?
Thinking about it, I mean, it's very much implied that Snezhnaya is like a cold country. Judging from the kid's hat, so isn't he like hot though wearing that? 'Cause I'm sure the climate in Liyue is a little different.
When the wind picks up, you let out the string and whoosh! The kite will fly into the air, up, and away.
Wow, that's amazing! Do you have any Mr. Cyclops ones?
Mr. Cyclops.
Mr. Cyclops, I'm sorry,
I want to fly Mr. Cyclops high into the sky so all the kids can get to know him.
Well, I can do custom builds, but I'll need some amount of reference material.
Will this picture do? I drew it myself. I bring it with me everywhere.
I'll manage. Still, I must warn you that custom builds can really be quite expensive.
That should be fine. Child was pretty generous with that entertainment fund. But then again, throwing money around willy-nilly is, kinda irresponsible.
Do you really?
Well, so, yes, technically speaking, these funds are earmarked for Tooster's entertainment. But if there's any left over when we're done...
Well, it's got that angle, haven't you, Pine Man?
Either way, it's time to talk prices.
Oh, I can enter in a number. Alright then. Let's just make sure there's nothing left. Right. Oh, she won't let me. Oh, it won't even let me enter that. That. Oh, I was supposed to hold it. Like, oh, I am an idiot. Try again, shall we?
This price is fair. Well then, I'll get that custom order done for you.
Thanks, Granny.
Worry not. Just leave it to me.
For our next stop, why don't we head to One Man Restaurant? It would be a mighty crying shame to come all the way to Liyue and never try the food.
Fair point, yes.
Hello, welcome.
Hello
Table
there.
for 3?
This restaurant has a really choking smell.
A choking smell? Oh, you must be referring to our signature spicy chili scent.
Spicy chili? But I can't eat spicy food.
I don't like spicy food either, kid.
Oh, what a pity. A person who can't eat spicy food misses out on half of life's joys.
Oh, go fuck yourself, man. Hey, people like that when it comes to spicy food. Oh, you heard question. People don't like spicy food. Let them not like spicy food. I don't want to let my mouth get burned from the inside out.
Is it really that bad?
My meals have to have lots and lots of sugar, and the oil has to be extra virgin vegetable oil.
I'm not sure about the food having lots of sugar in it, though.
Wow, we've got a real rich kid on our hands. Looks like One Man Restaurant's dishes aren't to Tooster's taste. Maybe we should go somewhere else.
Jesus, I shouldn't have there's big pieces of meat there. Bigger than fucking Paimon.
Will that be all? Any more special requests?
What do you mean, Chef now?
Giving the people what they want is the very reason Wan Min Restaurant exists. If I thought for 1 second that I couldn't make a dish to satisfy this child's tastes, I would have absolutely no business calling myself a chef ever again.
Whoa, there seems to be a lot of professional pride riding on this. Then we'll leave it to you, Chef Now. We'll be eating here after all.
Sounds like she's saying meow, like meow. So my cat's in the room. I want to make sure they weren't looking at me as they meowed.
Sure.
But let me say this first. Special requests are going to cost you more than normal. Of course, we aren't going to demand prices anywhere near as exorbitant as the likes of Lily Pavilion or Sunya Kiosk.
Is it just Paimon? Or are premium custom orders in fashion lately? Still, surely there must be a little room for negotiation, right?
No, damn it. No, damn it. No. Oh, yes, it's square to erase. And there we go.
Done. I'll go prepare the food then.
Great! It's time for a nice meal!
Please sit wherever you like. Your food will be with you shortly.
Can I sit on the roof then? just sitting on the roof and it's like, where are they? And I just looks up and we're all on the seat on the roof waiting for a meal. He did say so anyway.
Should I save this money or invest it?
Ugh. It was a little too sweet. Paimon feels a little sick.
I thought it was just right. Almost exactly like how my sister Tonya makes it.
But this doesn't feel right somehow. Didn't we bring Tusser here to try Liyue's specialties? Whatever. So where do you want to go next, Tusser?
I was so caught up looking for my brother when I first got here that I didn't get a good look around.
Good idea! The hustle and bustle at the wharf is a specialty of Liyue Harbor, too.
Oh. I don't think this is good. That's right, man. I'm not sure if I am underwear, I just feel fucking like shit. I don't know why.
Wow, this place is huge! And there's so many people! Are the waves here always like this? Don't they ever freeze?
No, the climate's different.
Given Liyue's climate, the area around the harbor's mouth probably never gets cold enough to freeze. Paimon is kind of the traveler's exclusive personal tour guide, but since this is a special occasion, Paimon can make an exception to help Tusser get to know the place. This place is Liyue's commercial hub, and it's been the biggest port in the Seven Nations ever since it was decided that Liyue would take on the world through trade. Other than merchant vessels, many fishing boats and industrial transports dock here to replenish their fishery supplies and daily necessities, which, thanks to the immense throughput capacity of the wharf,
Doesn't understand the word you're saying.
yeah. Paimon can't remember how the rest goes anyway.
So what guys you are then?
Well, guess Paimon will just have to explain this Paimon style. So this harbor is like Tevat's mouth, and it's the biggest mouth you've ever seen. All the nations float their boats over the sea into the mouth. The harbor goes nom 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 and has a taste of each boat and the cargo it has on board.
He's a kid, not an idiot.
Then Liyue Harbor rubs its big round belly in satisfaction because it's all stuffed full of delicious mora.
How's that? That's how you explain. Yes, this is the very way.
Hey, what's that big metal hook over there? I want to see.
It's a big metal hook.
Wait, Tusser, don't run off. After all that, he wasn't even listening.
What's that big hook? What's that big hook? Hook. Oh, that big hook. It's a anchor.
That metal hook is huge, and it gets bigger the closer we get.
This is an anchor. Docked
Yay.
ships use it to hold themselves in position to stop the wind and waves from blowing them away.
An anchor. Got it. But I think I might get it mixed up with Commodore Hook.
Commodore Hook.
Commodore Hook? Is this another one of your weird toy names?
I love it. Commodore Hook.
My brother always sends me a really big toy for my birthday. Commodore Hook, Black Steel Jack, Iron Tony. We keep them all in our backyard.
Iron Tony. All I can think is Iron Man. It's like they just went with like his real name, with the man, and put Tony. Are they as big as an iron
Yeah,
anchor?
and that's why I can't bring them with me all the time. It's a shame.
I'm starting to think the child's not sending him toys, but actual like things, and calling them toys.
Wow! Using Fatui funds for personal gain? To think Snezhnaya would let their harbingers do that! All for some giant toys!
Oh.
But suddenly, it doesn't doesn't seem so strange that Tooser would treat a ruin guard as a giant toy.
But my favorite has to be Mr. Cyclops. Even though I mostly came here to see my brother, the other big thing I wanted to do was play with Mr. Cyclops. Oh, are they selling fish over there? Let's have a look.
Hey! Quit running off!
Is this where they sell fish? Wow, the fish here in Leo are so small.
Small. Fucking look at these. Fish is like the size of you, kid.
Hey, whose fish are you calling small? Little kids shouldn't go around ruining others' business.
He's just a curious kid. No need to get worked up. That said, these fish are actually pretty big by Paimon standards. Just how big are the ones you're used to, Tooser?
Maybe 200 times your size?
That's crazy big. Well, their fish is on like fucking steroids. They just pumped it through the steroids and just like jacked as fuck shit. Fish.
There are legends in my hometown about it. It's supposed to be a super delicious fish.
Oh, so it's not actually a fish.
I told my brother about it, and he went out to sea to catch one for me.
So the reason I'm being quiet is because I can hear my brother's got a TV on. It's loud and make sure it's not getting picked up by the microphone. It doesn't look like it is. If it is, it's pretty ever so slight, so apologies.
A few days later, he returned with a humongous fish slung over his shoulder. Anton and I were so happy.
Are you sure that was a fish? Paimon thinks it sounds more like some sort of leviathan.
Sounds like a topic that would be.
Hey, Mr. Nice Guy, let's go over there to see the boats.
I was zoned out for this, sorry. I guess the boats where you are bigger than this one.
What's wrong, Tooser? Are you tired? You don't seem so happy.
I miss my brother.
Ah.
What? But we were just with him.
Yeah, but for such a short time that it doesn't count. Take me to see my brother. I don't want to play anymore.
That's children for you.
Yep. You can have all the patience in the world, but it won't help you at a time like this. Well, we've played with Tooser long enough, haven't we? Paimon thinks we've tried our best here. Child said that he'd be by the river near Qingshu Pool. Why don't we look for him there?
Yay! Let's go! Let's go!
Let's go! Right. All the way over here. Ooh, let's fly down, Tim. Let's get to this little feet. I want to fly. It's more like gliding. Flying, going well. Actually flying. It's gliding. I do I actually have Charm? I don't know if I actually do have him. I think I do. Let's see. Do I have? Yeah, there he is, right there. Yeah, I do. I wasn't entirely sure if I did or didn't. Actually, thinking about characters, it seems stuff like some new characters have been leaked, maybe or maybe not. Because there's always things with like stuff like this. People can fake that, especially a game like that has like anime art style where they can easily make fake 3D models that end up being characters. I mean, that happened with Pokemon as well, where there was like, I think it was when Diamond and Pearl was due to come out. Not the remake, the original Diamond and Pearl. There was like fake Pokemon evolutions. I mean, it does happen with most of the Pokemon games as well. Like they were like designed to look like actual things, not actually. Like they tried to make it look like it was from the game when it really wasn't. And there goes the squirrel.
Wait, he's talking to The treasure hoarders?
That can't be good.
You know what I'm here for, I trust.
Jigs.
Oh, you got lip. Making us guess, are you? If you want to join up, let me just say this first. Dandy kid like you ain't welcome.
Dandy looking kid could kick your ass.
Oh, what a commendable imagination. Well, in the Tsaritsa's name, I suppose I should forgive you country bumpkins for your ignorance. For I am...
Brother!
Talk about ruin in a moment.
You're selling them toys, aren't you, brother? That's so cool. I've always wanted to watch you work.
Well, why, yes, of course. For I am, the greatest toy salesman in Snezhnaya.
Uh-oh. Oh, gosh. You can just feel the awkwardness. Oh, it just makes you want to crawl in yourself. Oy.
So cool.
Huh?
You playing games, pretty boy?
So, will you buy or not? The toys that Snezhnaya produced 3 months ago will run you, yes, 600,000 mora, to be paid in full.
Toys? And how much money?
Wow. Is that what it's gonna cost to fix that head of yours?
Uh-oh.
Look at that. Spreading joy and laughter to everyone. That's what toy selling's all about.
I tell you what, this kid is stupid. There's a difference between child innocence and just straight up ignorance. Because I think even as a kid, I could tell the difference between actual laughter and sarcastic laughter.
I'll say it again. Toys from Snezhnaya, 3 months prior, 600,000 mora paid in full.
Yeah, no. Sorry, sales boy. The same joke isn't funny twice. Or were you always cruising for a bruising?
Alright then, I'll make things a little easier for you. I'll join the treasure hoarders. Perhaps you'll be more willing to pay when we're brothers in arms?
Would you listen to yourself? You think we just let any old person into the treasure hoarders? I'm not so sure you could hack it.
Hack you
Well
to
then,
pieces.
why don't you put me to the test, dear seniors? I like to think of myself as quite talented in the field of treasure hunting.
Looks like you're not gonna pack it up until someone packs you in. Alright then. Show us what you got.
Show me what you got.
Truth be told, we've set up a shop here because there's a fine little loot cave nearby. But the treasure hasn't been easy to get at. We've been at it for 2 days now. If you think you're up to snuff, why don't you have a crack at it on our behalf? Of course, that means that once you got it, it's ours. Don't try to sneak off with the prize now.
Come on. If we can't do it, do you really think this guy stands a chance?
An initiation test, eh? Interesting. It's been a while since I've been assessed by someone else.
The loot's on the opposite cliff. We're gonna hang back here and watch the show.
Huh, no problem. Don't blink though, or you might miss it.
Oh wow, I'm okay. Bother's this. Okay. Oh, I see. It's there goes the rain. Gliding into. Yeah. Well, I missed those hoops completely. Let's try that again, shall we? A little higher, please. There we go. That's the ticket. Oh, we're actually on time. I didn't realise. Being timed, I gotta. Oh, there's a ruin guard down there. I wasn't realizing it was being timed here. We're coming fucking close here, that's for sure. These guys can get to this. This is easy.
Is this...
See, easy peasy lemon squeezer.
Well, I have the goods. Here you go. So how'd I do? Pretty well, I'd say.
Brother, what do we do? This fellow isn't normal.
Please, hold on a moment, sir. We need to discuss something amongst ourselves.
They're gonna run for it.
He ain't here for an initiation. He just wanted to show off.
Honestly, we'd be no match for him if he wanted to fight.
Guys, do you think that maybe
You should run between your legs between your
we're
tails.
being robbed?
I don't know. Surely he wouldn't have come here all dressed up like that if he was only after us. Unless maybe his words have hidden meaning.
Snezhnaya, 3 months, 600,000. Oh, I get it. It was insider talk. I remember that the boss took out a 600,000 more loan from that Snezhnayan bank about 3 months ago, and still hasn't repaid it.
So this guy must be the debt collector. But why didn't he just say so? What's with all the toy talk?
And that's where you're still green. See, in a lot of professions like this, people speak in code to protect the privacy of their business partners and clients.
Makes sense. Owing money is pretty embarrassing.
This guy isn't one to mess with, I tell you. He's a professional. Way too professional.
So, Mr. Salesman, my apologies, but we can't have you joining us.
Oh? I didn't pass? I must say, I never imagined that the treasure hoarders would have such strict entry requirements.
No, it's not that. What we mean is that you're too big a fish for our little pond.
Oh, there's a little squirrel there, grabbing some nuts.
But we fully understand the situation with the, toys, sir. We'll fetch that 600,000 for you right away.
I see. Well then, it's been a pleasure doing business with you. We get paid, and everyone stays happy. A wonderful outcome, wouldn't you say?
Yes. Couldn't agree more, sir.
That's my brother for you. Toy sellers are so cool.
He's a bit.
Ah, Master Child, you're here.
Oh, shit's about to hit the fan.
A new batch of fresh recruits have just...
Hey now, keep your voice down. Can't you see I'm entertaining some clients over here?
Clients? Well, anyway, the Motherland has dispatched a new batch of recruits to Liyue. They've just arrived, and I'm afraid we must trouble you to speak to them.
Do I have to? Now is hardly the best time.
I must apologize for troubling you, Master Child, but they are already waiting for you south of Lingju Pass. Every new batch of recruits must be baptized by the Tsaritsa's will, through the words of her harbingers. This has always been our rule.
Curious how they're going to be baptized.
At present, Master Child, you are the only harbinger in Liyue. Please, everyone is standing in formation and waiting for you to bestow this honor upon them.
Well, all right then, I'll go. Just give me a moment to catch up with my brother, and I'll be right with you.
Do you have to keep working?
Yes, Tusser. We have a group of new toy sellers fresh in from the Motherland, and I need to go teach them the ropes.
Wow, that's great! When I grow up, I want to be a toy seller too. Can I go listen?
I'm afraid you're still too young, Tusser. I'm not sure if you'd understand much of it, and most of it's rather boring anyhow. Why don't you go play with the Traveler instead? Sound good?
You're dumping him on us again?
But...
I really do have to go now, Tusser. A lot of people are waiting to see me. I'll see you around, all right?
Child really dotes on his brother, but now he's gotta ditch him again. Must be a really tough job.
Oh, excuse me.
Yeah, you're right. He hasn't done himself any favors with the whole toy seller cover story. To think he'd go this far just to prevent his family from seeing his dark side.
Dark side.
Maybe.
Oh,
but he has good intentions, doesn't he? Wait. Where's Tusser?
Oopsie doopsie, he got away.
We were too busy chatting. Where'd he go?
I don't notice.
Did he sneak off to follow his brother?
Sounds about right.
Either way, let's head over there first.
Oh, yeah. Little fast travel here. Well, and again. We'll go here this time. I think I'm be up high enough to fly over. No, but that one was probably better. Yeah, I misjudged. This would be nearer. We have to also walk out of here first. But it is nearer. Gents. No, he's right there. How you doing, mate? This is awkward, isn't it? How you doing, lads? I've killed a lot of your guys, just to let you know. Once I do this, they didn't even flinch. How about this?
Sword from shadow.
Nothing. Why is everything actually strapped? They're frozen in fear of my mighty power. Oh.
Toozer!
Whoa! I teleported. Don't even run off like that again, young man.
Quiet! My brother's giving his speech.
This time the shit's gonna hit the fan. He's gonna find out the truth about his brother.
From this day forward, you will honor the oaths you have made to Her Majesty the Tsaritsa, and you will stop at nothing to bring Snezhnaya victory. You shall sweep through this land like the icy winds of the furthest north, as strong as the hoarfrost of Zepelyarny Palace. You will chill the very marrow in our enemies' bones. Her Majesty expects of you loyalty, ruthlessness, and meticulousness.
I should just leave the lid off of this. And just while I'm going to knock it over and it's going to spill everywhere.
For the trials that we face are harsh, and our enemies are like...
Hey, is he going to have to put it up again?
like kites and rattle drums. Who shall become redoubtable foes of Mr. Cyclops in the marketplaces of Liyue.
Again.
Uh-huh. Kites are really fun, too.
This is, of course, an analogy. As they say, the marketplace, too, is a battlefield. So as your sales manager here in Liyue, I demand that you obey my every order. A refusal shall be considered a betrayal, and the price for betrayal is to be dishonorably discharged from the Liyue Institute of Toy Research.
Oh, talk about these so desperate to keep up appearances.
Whoa, that's really strict. Won't people be really sad if they get fired from the Institute?
Huh?
Kind of feel sorry for him now.
Seeking to please everyone pleases no one at all. Time to try something else. Forget it. Perhaps a round of hands-on training will suit us better.
Hands-on training?
After all, a strong body is the proof of one's capacity.
Hey, did he just say that we're doing hands-on training?
I believe he just did.
A Harbinger wants to spar with us personally? Oh, what an honor!
I can't believe it. Are recruits like us really worthy?
Am I hearing a hint of objection to this idea?
Not at all, sir!
I'm gonna kick it. I'm most likely gonna be controlling child and I'm gonna kick their asses.
That's the spirit. Now come at me, you lot.
Come at me, bro.
Frozen.
Yep. Oh, I still got everyone else though.
No time to lose.
I was gonna be wild if I was gonna have speed.
Let's end this quickly.
We can do it.
Okay, oh, I didn't realize this guy was still sitting down.
Don't blink.
Tidal wave.
Oh shit, he's doing this. Well, he's down.
Ow, I had only just... Yeah.
Oh, he's awesome. Gosh.
Let's not waste time. This was well done.
Amp it up.
Let's end this quickly.
Well, unfortunately, we're gonna drag this out some
Speed
second.
of light.
Ow, ow, no! Damn it!
I'll protect us.
Ow, was one. Ow.
Amateur mistake.
Let's end this quickly.
No. Dry out as long as I can, mate.
Wind blade.
No way, no. Alright.
No top.
Is he dodging? There we go.
This isn't good. You need to hurry up.
Oh,
Shouldn't let your guard down.
Feels clogged.
the turtle kick their asses.
Cook this through.
Oh, okay, we're not done yet.
Nowhere to hide.
Well, it was involved. Okay.
Well, neither can I. Don't be a killjoy. We've only just begun.
Get out of my way! Time to fulfill my duty! No slacking off!
You can't
Yeah,
run.
these smaller guys.
Well,
Heal it.
Cut to the chase.
Time will break you! This is bad!
Power cord. Time to rock.
My duty!
Not you said duty.
you need a
Let the show begin.
You can't run. Well, this was well done. Killjoy. We've only just begun. This isn't over.
Who's next? You can run, but you can't hide.
Got
Looks
him.
like I went too far.
Oh, it just didn't stand right there.
Well then, do you all understand what I said earlier?
Yes, sir.
Excellent. And you all almost managed to get me limbered up. In other words, you've done well for new recruits.
Thank you, Lord Harbinger.
All right, hush now. Now then, I wish you all glorious victory for Snezhnaya, for Her Majesty the Tsaritsa, and for yourselves. Dismissed!
Brother, you were amazing.
So his brother doesn't seem to be bothered with the fact that he just kicked the living crap out of a bunch of what, in his eyes, are toy sellers.
Oh, Tooser, what in the world are you doing here? There I was thinking that the Traveler had taken you to play at Wang Shuin.
Yikes, that's some terrible acting.
I told you, didn't I? I never pass on an opportunity to improve my strength. I'm not the man I was when we first met.
You didn't go all out, though.
By that, I assume you mean that I didn't use the Foul Legacy transformation, yes? It puts a great strain on my body, so it's best saved for crucial moments. I still haven't fully recovered from the injuries I suffered when I used it at the Golden House.
It's a clever way of saying if you have him as a character and he can't use that ultimate power, that's the reason why. There's always those memes of like, what's it like when you face the boss fight, it's like all powerful, and then when you get them as a playable character, not as powerful. And that's a clever way of getting around that.
Anyway, I'm no Senora. I don't use lethal force against recruits. Come on now.
The Foul Legacy transformation? Does it make you stronger than Mr. Cyclops?
You could say that.
I want to learn to fight too. I want to be cool like you.
Now, Tooser, fighting isn't about looking cool. You can only continue to get stronger if you know the reason why you're fighting. I can teach you, but think carefully first. Why do you want to fight?
Don't know?
I want to protect Sister Tonya.
That seems a good reason.
That's a good answer, Tooser. When I return to Snezhnaya, I will start teaching you fighting techniques. Then you'll have to protect Tonya for me. How does that sound?
I just noticed all of them have names beginning with T's.
Leave it to me.
You know, Tooser's a good kid when he's not being so stubborn.
Agreed.
You've had a nice long time here in Liyue, haven't you, Tooser? Isn't it about time that you took the boat back home?
But you've been so busy, and we didn't get any time to play together yet.
Tooser, you know I'm very busy at work. And hasn't it been fun traveling all over the place with a proper traveler?
He's just worried he won't be able to keep up the toy seller act forever.
Oh, she's not wrong.
Well, how about this? If you just do one little thing for me, I'll be a good boy and go back home.
Oh dear, who taught this little devil to bargain? Alright, what'll it be?
It's fake.
Take me to visit the Institute of Toy Research!
Ooh.
Do you think he means that ruin that the Millilith was talking about? The one where all the ruin guards were coming from?
Done deal. After all, you've come all this way for me, Tooser. As your brother, it's only right for me to grant you one last wish before you leave.
Exactly!
Are you sure this is a good idea? It doesn't seem like the best place for kids.
You should come along too, Traveler! This time, it's Tooser's turn to take you sightseeing.
Let me think. Ah, yes, the Institute of Toy Research is not far at all from Lingju Pass. Now, Traveler, you're not the sort of person who would disappoint a kid now, are you?
No.
The brothers are ganging up on us again. Oh, fine. We'll go.
Don't control is going to still happen. I guess that would be the next fast travel point. Yeah, I was right. I said this enough times. This happens a lot when I'm streaming. It's just this. My sister, like I said before, my sister thinks it might be some sort of like nervous tick. Maybe she's right. What I do love about this game is just gliding through the air. There's something weirdly just, I don't know. I think it's because you get like a good look of the area as you glide down from an area. You know, do shit like that. Cinematic. Oh, well, no, I was trying to be cinematic, but then I messed it up. Oh, this looks like, I mean, all of these have to end like a dungeon.
Here we are. Welcome to Liyue's Institute of Toy Research.
Yeah, we're here! I can already hear the sounds of machinery inside. Awesome!
What is this place? And how do you know about it?
Based on my limited understanding, I believe this is one of Dottoro's research facilities. Dottore is another one of the Fatui Harbingers. He loves tinkering with old things. It's a personal passion of his. So, he converted these ruins into a Ruin Guard research lab.
Huh? So the ruin guards are built by the Fatui?
No, They have much closer connections to the Abyss, so strictly speaking, they're as much our enemies as anyone else's. We just do research, nothing more. As to why the Ruin Guards have been moving outside of this area recently, I can only imagine that he's gotten bored of playing around with them and has lost interest in this place.
Wow, yet another harbinger with a bad attitude.
Huh.
But at least this explains why you were totally okay with bringing Tooser here. Seems you did your homework ahead of time.
Well, I wouldn't go quite that far. I actually have no idea what this place is like on the inside.
Wait, so are you or are you not worried about your brother's safety?
Of course I am. But no matter what the danger is, I will parry it. Isn't that what any older brother would do? Even Tooser understands that, now that he knows what he's fighting for. It's the very same reason that's been nestled in my own heart for so many years.
What are you guys chatting about? Come on, let's go in!
All right, follow me.
Here we get into the little crack in the wall. Ooh, this looks kind of cool. Like a steampunk kind of look to it. I mean, judging from the...
Brother? Someone was saying that Mr. Cyclops is a killing machine.
Were they now? What a silly thing for them to say. And you shouldn't go repeating it either, Tooser. You're far too young to be talking about such violent topics.
Yeah, I knew that they were lying anyways. Mr. Cyclops is here to defeat the bad guys and protect the world. He's my favorite toy.
I thought this child's innocence is going to be crushed.
Right. With Mr. Cyclops around, the bad guys won't ever get you.
That's right. Okay, I'm going to go play with Mr. Cyclops now.
Hey, Tooser, wait up!
The door's shut. Will Tooser be alright?
Yeah, it'll probably be fine.
There's another path over there. Let's move.
Oh, I love this one. Look, this is like steampunk. This is really different from most like dungeon areas. I am. Ooh, what's this? Treasure chest. Oh, well, I kind of messed that up. Oh, I see. This way has something like chime. Right. Oh, I got.
Bring it on.
Yeah, he can switch between the weapons he has. Swing here. I'm just gonna just climb out. I cannot. Huh. Alright, we'll shoot again. Ooh, I missed it there. Oh, I actually have to use this to get up then. My bad. I thought it was just for secret because I'm the idiot here. Oh, slime. Big slime is where am I? There we go. Shoot off my bow and shooty.
Oh, the door opened. Was that you?
That's right. But give me a moment over here, Tooser. I need to make sure that everything's safe. Maybe I shouldn't have spoiled him quite so much.
Yeah, you think?
No time to lose.
Those ruin guards have all been strung up. Where are they being taken to?
I don't know, but if there's a chance it's where Tooser is, we need to stop this before things get ugly.
It's going to get ugly. By the electric ones, electric slimes.
Feel the beat!
Feel the beat, feel the heat. Wind blade.
Disappear! Riptide! Power cord!
Oh, that one's stuck. Uh-oh. Should I attack that thing? Or should I think we're probably going to fight. Oh. I thought we were going to fight the ruin guard, but it's just moving. You know, I have to feel this. Well, actually, this is me. Shot. Oh, it's breaking free. He wants to break free. It's not going. Ah, oh no. Fire slime.
You're mine. Brace yourself. This is gonna hurt.
There we go. Oh. I got a lot of steampunk vibe. Look at spiders. Ow, rude. It's rude. Stop. Spiders. Ow. Ow. Oh my god. Asshole. So spiders. Ah, is that how it is? No, one person.
Nowhere to hide.
Tidal wave. Yeah.
I'm supposed to say that called them for level 82. The box here. What's in the back? Some weed. Weed.
Tooser, see that big stone cube in front of you? I need your help.
Yay! Do I really get to help my big brother out?
Indeed.
You bet. Now I'll count down from 3, and then we touch it together. Ready? 3, 2, 1.
1. Oh, that's a lot of lasers. Shit. Oh, I got it. Oh, I just saw the ruin guard pass through it. Wait, he passed through it and go across. That's the obvious thing. Or maybe. Maybe. No. Never had made. So wait for the ruin guard to pass through and get close to the. Yay, there we go. It's the waiting game. Yes!
No time to lose.
Just. Oh, seriously. Oh. And there's this little problem. Why can't I move? Okay.
Back together at last. You're not hurt, are you, Tooser?
Hurt? No way. This is really fun.
Fun for you, maybe. We were all scared to death.
What's over there? Wow, this room is huge! Is this where Mr. Cyclops takes his friends when they come to visit?
It is. Impressive, isn't it? Now, how about a little game of hide and seek?
Huh? Now? But...
I have a surprise for you, you know.
Surprise!
A surprise? Oh, what sort of surprise?
Don't worry, you'll have the chance to look for it later. But before that, you have to close your eyes, turn around, and count down from 60.
Okay, 60 is a really long time, though.
Oh, I see. He doesn't want to see us fucking up the robots.
60, 59, 58...
There's not much time. Let's clear all these hazards out.
48, 47, 48... 46, 45. Are you guys okay? What's all that crashing and banging?
Don't worry, it's all part of the surprise.
Yeah, dude.
Wind blade!
Cut to the chase.
16.
Oh my god, more?
12, 10.
Hey, no cheating. You skipped a few numbers, you little rascal.
You noticed. All right. 15, 14, 13.
Yeah, we're not gonna do it in time. Oh, we did. It's a faction of these bad boys.
3, 2, 1. Okay, you ready?
Give me another 10 seconds, Tooser. Still hiding.
Huh. Now who's the cheater? All right, 10 seconds, that's it. 10, 9,
Oh!
7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Coming, ready or not? This is everything I've ever dreamed of! It's Mr. Cyclops' world!
This is the brother.
Wow. He actually pulled it off. And the way he knocked those ruin guards around was like they really were kids' toys. But Paimon wonders if he'll be alright after using the Valve Legacy transformation again.
Awesome! Boy, if these Mr. Cyclopses weren't so big, I'd sure love to take one home.
Try.
Wait, where'd he go? Where'd my brother go?
Aren't you guys supposed to be playing hide and seek?
Oh, that's right! I was so excited that I forgot all about our game.
Let's see, that's clever on him. Playing hide and seek is an excuse for him to quickly recover.
Well,
And if he seems
let's
out of
go
breath,
look for him together,
it's because
okay?
he was trying to find the hiding spot. Alright, let's go find Child. There, yes, you.
It's a good thing that you two found me first. Looks like using the Foul Legacy transformation while I was still injured took more out of me than I thought. I have no idea what I'd do if Tooser saw me like this. Look at me, deflated as a burst balloon.
I'm not afraid that might end.
As I recall, you have siblings too, yes? I figured that you probably wouldn't take me out in front of my little brother.
Think again. Stab, shanks him in the gut.
Really milking this situation, huh?
Like I said, I can never pass on an opportunity to test my limits. And that's why I, Tartaglia, am always getting stronger. Anyway, childhood dreams are all too easily shattered. Even if you just leave them be, they will fall to pieces all by themselves. So someone has to protect them, right? If you make a promise, you keep it. If you make a mistake, you apologize. And if you give someone a dream, you defend it to the end. That is what family is all about, isn't it? Remind you of something, did I?
Quit the tough guy act already. You need to see a doctor right away, mister.
A fine suggestion, but first, I have a little something for Tooser. Please give it to him on my behalf.
Huh? Is this a Mr. Cyclops action figure?
Oh, sweet. You know, Genshin doesn't have much merch. If they ever did do like small figurines of the Ruin Guards, I'd actually buy one because the Ruin Guards are really cool designs as far as like ancient Romans go.
Indeed. I had made it to order by a smith some time back. I had intended to give it to him on my return to Snezhnaya, but it seems that it would make a better souvenir at this point.
Wow. Now that Paimon thinks about it, Child's family are really lucky to have him, aren't they?
I'll also need you to explain my abrupt departure to Tusser. You'll help me out, won't you?
You make a...
The cold will kill the pinky that once betrayed your friend. The frost will freeze your tongue off so you never lie again. Ah, that nursery rhyme brings back so many delightful memories. Tusser taught you that one, did he?
Go in.
All right. Thank you.
Let's give it a little toy to Tusser. Oh, wow. Aw. What's that, kid? I'm keeping it. So cool. I want one.
I can't find him anywhere. Where did he go?
I found your brother a moment ago.
Really? Where is he?
Really?
Yeah, so he had to leave in a real hurry. He didn't abandon you here on purpose.
Oh. Well, that's great. But still, I was kind of hoping we could play here a little longer.
This is for you from your brother.
Wow, look at this! I never knew that they made Mr. Cyclopses in this size! Look, it even has my name on it! It's my very own Mr. Cyclops!
You're really loving it, huh?
You bet! My brother is the best big brother ever!
You had a tour of Liyue, you met your brother, visited the Institute of Toy Research, and got yourself a souvenir! Now that's what we tour guides call the perfect trip. Do you think you're ready to head back to Snezhnaya now?
Don't worry. I know I can't get my way all the time. That'd just be annoying for everyone else.
Oh, so he's a good kid at heart.
So, let's go.
All right. Looks like this one's get I'm exhausted. Long day being a robot. Oh, this one looks like it wants me to climb in its hand. Come here, sir. I'll take you for a ride. So this one looks like it's just like tired as well. This one looks like it's just chilling, just sitting at the campfire, eating some food. This one looks like it's exhausted as well. These two are sitting back to back. What does the other one look like? Just chilling. Alright, let's leave. Wait, actually, was there anywhere Child was? Nope. Well, how did you leave then? Ah, whatever. Let's make it like a tree and leave ourselves. I guess it would be. Oh, excuse me, seeing her, his. Phew, she's burping way too much. His brother off. My brain can be much good be like that. No, not that. No, stop that. No, go up, don't go over. There we go, back it. No, I don't want to talk to you. Goodbye. I want to enter the building.
Sir, young Master Tusser, I've been waiting for you.
Did Child send you?
Indeed he did, I'm guessing.
That's correct. Master Child instructed me to arrange for young Master Tusser's return trip. Please, come this way.
Who are you? My big brother always tells me never to go off with strangers.
But you've been following us around this whole time.
Yeah, that's because I've known who you are all along.
What?
My brother told us all about you in a letter he sent back home. Sister Tonia read it to me. I actually recognized you the moment I saw you. I just couldn't remember your name.
What a strange twist of fate.
Twist of fate. Oh, we didn't need that. It's clicked without thinking.
Young Master Tusser, the boat to Snezhnaya will dock soon. We'd best prepare for boarding.
Gee, time really flies when you're having fun.
Indeed it does.
Well then, see you, Mr. Nice Guy.
Yeah.
I'll wait for you back home. You definitely have to come visit Snezhnaya sometime.
I believe we probably most likely will. You have a deal.
Pinky promise?
Pinky promise, which I imagine would be like the next like story mission for
You make a
Charles.
pinky promise, you keep it all your life. You break a pinky promise, Paimon throws you on the ice. The cold will kill the pinky that once betrayed your friend. The frost will freeze your tongue off so you never lie again.
It's a promise then.
Bye-bye, Tusser. Have a safe trip.
See you next. Maybe I am, Neil. Maybe I'm getting a little delusional. Oh, there he is.
Hey,
Child? So you were here this whole time? What are you hiding for? Why didn't you come and say goodbye?
Embarrassed?
partings are special moments. If he spent his final moments in Liyue seeing me all haggard and weak like this, that's not a memory I want him to leave with. Still, it is a shame that I couldn't see him off by myself. I should have been the one taking him back. I do have subordinates to escort him, but I still feel a little uneasy.
Jeez, don't you think you've spoiled him enough already?
I can't quite explain it, but somehow I felt much more at ease leaving him in your care. And to think that not long ago
we fought tooth and nail.
Ah, yes, I almost forgot. Remuneration for your services, which I really couldn't have done without this time.
Aha! So you do have a heart after all.
One other thing. Don't forget our promise now. Let's have a rematch when we get the chance. This time, with my honor as a harbinger on the line.
I look forward to it.
You best go rest up first. Don't come crying to us when you lose all over again.
So they're now kind of rivals.
Regardless of who wins or loses our next bout, I'd also like to invite you over to my home. I'll introduce you to my other siblings, Tonya and Anthon.
Okay, then the other
They're
one
great
has
kids.
give them
I'm
a-
very proud of them both.
We'll take you up on that offer. Mostly because we already made a pinky promise to Tusser.
I'm sure that he'll be very excited to see you too. Well, that settles it. I'm looking forward to it. Farewell, my friends. Till we meet again. In Snezhnaya.
I mean, Snezhnaya is obviously going to be the last place you go to, so that's going to be a while. You see, it says in the bottom, to be continued. Because they haven't even announced the next one yet, and we're way past since the last one. So we'll do hers next, but I need to go take a piss, so I'll be back and we'll start. Ugh. Okay, we'll unlock it as well. There we go. So I'll be back in a moment. from that toilet break, so we'll start the Goat Girls mission next. And well, I see how things go because I feel okay so far, but if I start feeling more, I do just maybe the start until we next week. She's most likely in Liyue Harbor. She is right over there, and I jumped off of there. Oh, you know what? Jump from here then. I forget it, Mike. It's all fine. Oh, sorry. I was doing some visitors. Big yes. Imagine my asshole went right up that spike. That would sting.
This is
not
the end.
Oh, I didn't mean to do that. I didn't think we would actually die from that. We die from this one though. Yes.
It's shocking how much work there is to do, even for the three of us.
And she's been handling it alone all along. The Qixing secretary clearly isn't an ordinary person. It's so frustrating.
Huh? You're...
The interesting thing, I keep forgetting a lot of these missions. These have been around for a while before, like all the new things, before the new cavern was open, before the Jade Chamber was refixed. So I believe they usually would be in the Jade Chamber.
Aren't you Ningguang's servants? How come you're here?
We are Miss Ningguang's private secretaries, not servants. Have you seen Miss Ganyu, Traveler?
Ganyu, I was trying to think if that's how you'd say her name, but I wasn't sure.
It has been several days since Ganyu left for Joyun Karst. She's the general secretary of the Liyue Qixing. We've only taken over her responsibilities until she gets back.
What happened?
Even though the Qixing have made peace with the Adepti after the latter had denounced Liyue, they still want to pay their respects to the Illuminated Ones. They commissioned Ganyu as their envoy to deliver a letter to Joyun Karst and bring the Adepti the latest news about the crisis. Still, Ganyu should have been back to her usual responsibilities by now, but she's disappeared without a trace.
Is that so? Maybe Ganyu just took a little detour. Who can blame her after working so hard?
Yeah, a little sightseeing, as they say.
I'm afraid it's not very likely. Ever since we met Ms. Ganyu, she's been nothing but the most conscientious person in all of Liyue. Even when it's time for her annual leave, Ms. Ganyu stays on duty at Yuehai Pavilion saying, there is still so much to do. She couldn't possibly be using her mission as an excuse to slack off.
Oh, Paimon sees how it is. But she's half Adeptus. She wouldn't get in trouble, right? Why do you look so upset?
It's because of this absurd workload of hers. When we first heard the three of us would be taking over for Miss Ganyu, we thought it would simply be a matter of changing our work environment.
We couldn't have imagined that Miss Ganyu's daily workload far exceeds what the three of us are used to doing. Speaking of Joyun Karst, Traveler, I've heard that you can go in and out of there as you please.
Of course! We've been there lots of times!
That's good news. Could you go to Joyun Karst and find Miss Ganyu for us? Preferably before we collapse under this workload.
Seems like I am the only one who can do it, indeed.
We're saved. I remember Miss Ganyu said that she'd be visiting Cloud Retainer's abode. You might as well start looking for her there. It's about time she came back to work. Otherwise...
No, perhaps we should go to Lady Ningguang first and bring up our overtime pay again.
Huh. Well, that's right. I fell to the ground twice in the traveler's.
So Ganyu left to visit Cloud Retainer. Doesn't she live in Mel Outsung? We should hurry up. Paimon hopes we can find her there.
Oh, there we are. That's trying to bring the traveler back on his feet.
I'll protect us. Come on, we can do it.
Yeah, that was my bad. Didn't think I was going to die the second time I jumped off. I thought I'd be nice and safe. I was going to see Cloud Retainer. My brain. No wait, wrong way, wrong way. This way. Oh, I already messed it up. Already kind of messed it up. Usually it'd come in from here, but we have fast travel. We don't need to.
Let's dance.
Travel a little bit more. It's always good to have lots of healing items. That we don't throw out using healing items too much. Or in this case, food. A little glowy thing, nipple thing on the ground. Glowy nipple. Oh, there she is. There's Ganju right there, staring into this space. Staring at this beautiful view of the mountain.
Person standing over there. That's Ganyu. We finally found her.
Are you Ganyu doing?
Ganyu, here you are.
This is the perfect example when you say anime camera angles are weird, because that is an interesting shot to say the least.
You two. I did not expect to meet you here. Is it official or private affairs that bring you here?
A bit of both?
I shouldn't. I have left the human world. Please contact the Yua High Pavilion regarding matters concerning the commercial port.
Left the human world?
Huh? You don't want to be the Qixing secretary anymore? But they're all waiting for you to come back.
That's why you're here? You want me to come back? I'm afraid you came here in vain.
What? Did something happen?
The clouds fold and unfold. The tide ebbs and flows. It was meant to be. When the Adepti entrusted humans with overseeing Liyue, I knew it was only a matter of time until I had to leave. My Adepti blood makes me unwelcome in Liyue Harbor.
What do you think that?
I delivered the letter and came back to Liyue Harbor, only to discover that I had been replaced by Baiwen, Baishao, and Baishu. Perhaps that mission of mine was just a pretext to remove me. Since the Qixing gave me a chance to leave with dignity, I decided to be tactful as well.
I believe there's been a huge misunderstanding.
I appreciate your kindness, but there's no need for your words of comfort. After 1,000 years away, I came back to Juyun Karst. Looking at the clouds floating among the mountains brings me peace of mind.
That's right, she's like
I feel better now.
Hundreds of years old.
But...
Who disturbs the peace of these mountains?
How you doing, crowd retainer? Retainer?
Retainer, we're terribly sorry. We just...
One merely jests. One felt your presence the moment you set foot upon this land.
Wow, you Adepti really are impressive.
Come here to chat about the old times with Ganyu. It looks like you get along quite well.
Chat about the old times.
A matter leaves you at an impasse then. Not to worry. One is exceptional at seeking avenues for conversation. One has been one's own companion in idle talk for many a year. Yes. Since you are Ganyu's friends, tales from her youth shall one apprise you of, perhaps?
Yeah, once again, I remember, she is several hundred years old despite already looking young to begin with.
Oh, Cloud Retainer.
Nothing to be ashamed of. You were so cute as a child. One is most certain that your friends would like to hear of it.
I'm a bit curious indeed.
Oh, Paimon wants to hear it.
Do you have baby pictures?
Little Ganyu loved when the horns on the top of her head were caressed.
Did it make it? That's it.
When one was still taking care of her, one was pestered most often to touch her horns. She was elsewise loath to sleep.
Wait. You're a bird. How the fuck do you caress her horns? With feathers? With wings? With talons? Those are talons, that would hurt.
Wow.
Plump she was back then. Why, when she stumbled while we ascended the mountain, she would roll down to the bottom like a little ball.
Again, the ankles showing. I wonder if Pyman would do that. Like she's small and tiny. If she went flying, would she just topple over and roll like a ball?
The day Ganyu bumped into a pilgrim was the first time she saw a real human in the flesh. So fearful she was that she hid in a rock's cleft for 2 days and nights. One found her wailing of a monster she had seen.
Cloud Retainer? Ugh, forget it. It's about time for my training. I will take my leave.
I think you upset Gun.
Ah, one's intention was merely to relieve the awkward tension.
Well, you made the awkward tension more tense than it needed to be.
And you did the exact opposite. Impressive.
Be that so? Huh. But returning to Ganyu, most gladdened one is of your arrival. One cannot help but feel that remaining in Jueyun Karst shall not be good for her. One will tell you more about her, if you should permit it. Most benevolent among all Adepti are the Qilin. They drink only spring water and eat only whole grain. But perhaps the mountainous dwellings of Adepti in Jueyun Karst might be too lonely for her human side. Under moonlight did one see her last. She stood by the precipice's edge, and upon the mist-veiled mountains she gazed. Her thin figure was immersed in the vast sea of clouds. One noticed her loneliness, and sought to convince her to go back to the human world. But just then, she said thus.
Liyue Harbor feels even lonelier than Jueyun Karst. When I look at the sea of clouds in Jueyun Karst, I merely feel the loneliness of a solitary cloud gazer. When I step into the sea of people in Liyue, I feel the loneliness of an inhuman that doesn't belong in the human world.
One did, by chance, hear this much of Ganyu's thoughts. Alone, she will find her predicament hard to conquer. One hopes that you will accompany her.
Oh, Retainer's right. We can't leave Ganyu depressed like that. Besides, Liyue hasn't given up on her. She's got it all wrong.
No, they definitely neither from the sounds of it.
Anyways, what's that training Ganyu was talking about?
She has sought to reclaim her Adeptus side since returning to Jueyun Karst. At her behest, one has organized training for her to achieve that end.
She should be in the southern part of Mount Aotsong right now, preparing for the trial.
Huh, is that so? Let's go take a look then.
Figure she still has that second banner. Kanye's only had one, and they've never done it again, and I wonder why. I keep wondering it. Like I said, when it comes to like getting characters, I'm always like, if I get them cool, certain characters, she's definitely one of those, because she's an archer, and I suck at using the archer characters. And plus, I'm such a high level adventure rank. Every new character means it's a long grind to get them up to the same level as my current characters, so it's not really that much of a joy. But she's definitely one of the ones that, like, if I got her, cool. If I never did, it's not the world. But I'm sure there's a lot of people would like to.
So here you are, Ganyu.
Where were you gonna go, Ganyu?
Why did you come here?
We want to keep you company.
Humans should not remain in the realm of Adepti for too long.
I mean, they very much implied that Traveler isn't human. Not necessarily a god, but not really human. Kind of thing goes for Paimon, considering she floats and all. I know that looks like a child. Definitely talks more like a teenager, not necessarily grown up.
Considering the kindness you have shown me, I can let you stay for the Adeptus training.
Yes!
Yay! This trial was prepared by Cloud Retainer. Its goal is to help me feel like an Adeptus again. The training is much to her signature style. I hope it won't make it seem like she is too unaware of the abilities of others.
Is it difficult?
I mean, you won't be doing anything to Paimon, you'll just be floating there like you usually do.
No, I'm aware of your strength, Traveler. The power hidden within you is not inferior to mine.
Oh, thank you.
If you're ready, we shall begin the training.
Okay, what do we do? Oh, I see. Interesting the fact that there's a cart fly. The icy power. I guess I should stick with using her. We'll see if I can get it as it come down. Oh, it's not, yeah, wait, it's not like Legend of Zelda. It's not fire while we're floating down. Oh well. 3 minutes is plenty of time. This is going to be child's play. If I like child's one. I think the best option here would be to stand here. Aim, and fire.
There's a lot of gliding around. It does feel like something Cloud Retainer would come up with.
Oh, 'cause she's a bird. I mean like a bird, not a bird in the sense of like a woman. Literally, she is a bird. You know, British used the term bird for as a term for a lady. Because not even I do. I usually say use it for that brain. To get that for me.
Wow! Ganya's a really awesome shooter!
If you could see through the eyes of an Adeptus, you wouldn't be so surprised.
Basically saying I got that Hawkeye shots. Imagine if they did put adventure characters. Ah, Zai, fuck that. Wasn't expecting that to fall. I mean, some could work. Once again, Hawkeye could work in this. That would be weird though. This is up to Disney. Because Thor would work, because he has like the axe, which could work as like kind of like a heavy weapon. And then Doctor Strange, you could just give him a book, and that works. And the Scarlet Witch. Oh, now I kind of want to. I didn't know the time was. So. It's probably the last shot, isn't it? I hit one and win. See that?
We've completed the task. What do you think?
Made a good.
I agree. You possess many qualities similar to those of Adepti, despite having none of their blood.
I didn't do anything. You pretty much did everything. But alright.
Ganyu, what were you planning to do once your training was over?
Get wasted?
The training's not over yet. The part prepared by Cloud Retainer is only the first trial.
How many trials are there out there then?
Huh? So there are more trials prepared by other Adepti?
No. The only Adeptus who can unlock my true potential is...
Who is it?
Your father? Your mother?
Conqueror of Demons.
Oh.
Huh. So it's Shell. That cold-hearted loner? How come he's prepared a trial for you?
I found him unapproachable at first, too. But I believe that being able to face him is an important part of my homecoming.
Wow.
He's already waiting for me. Come along if you're interested.
Very
Of
interesting.
course we are. Let's go.
And I'm gonna do something that's going to be interesting. What I'm gonna drop is one that I'm doing then. Drop just as we reach, because that's actually kind of fun. I like doing that. Just get as high as possible, dropping right now. We're an attack. Kind of reminds me like in Prototype. The game Prototype where you do that. Too bad that series is never coming back. But I still take damage. I really took that way because originally you wouldn't take full damage when you did that, but now you do. Oh, there's Mr. Cool Dude.
You're half an hour late. I see you still haven't abandoned the wrongful ways of humankind.
Oh.
I'm sorry. I had a meeting with Cloud Retainer. I
don't need your explanations and don't require any mutual understanding between us. I'm just helping you with your training. That's all.
Xiao is such a strict teacher.
I thought she was going to say he has a stick up his ass.
You're neither an Adeptus nor a human, always treading the line between the two worlds. It must create a lot of confusion. Instead of explaining yourself to me, you should face your true self.
You got like a teapot on his leg. What's that lamp? Looks like a like a genie's lamp. Shouldn't make sense in the culture sense. I am still intrigued what the other lands are going to be, but because they're all centered around different world cultures, so it's going to be still intrigued to see what the next one is after. Well, eventually when they release it, it might not be because the plan apparently is to do it like one each year, so it's like a 4-year plan. Well, not 3 years after the last one, so maybe they're releasing it. It could be this month because I know that in June it was around June. I have to guess, wait and see, won't I?
I have nothing to hide.
It seems that Xiao is
The body and the mind are one. If something worries your mind, your body can help you find a solution. The trial I've prepared for you will explore the true potential of your body.
Out of context, that sounds kind of inappropriate.
Yes. I'm ready.
I can feel the sneeze coming on again. Oh, okay. What do we do? Kick the shit out of... Oh, we go over there. Oh, but I can shoot that from here. Oh, it's not. Is it? Oh, I thought it was one of those things. It isn't. It's not we have to click. Ooh, it's got clouds in it.
The trial's begun. Paimon can feel it in the air.
I
Even
can
the
feel
weather's
it
changed.
in the air tonight. Oh, well, fuck you.
With sword comes shadow.
Oh, Jesus. Let's just get the crap out of him. Rude. No, that's not the blue one.
Don't blink.
I mean, Mars is keep going. It's raining, which means they're gonna get frozen quite easily and like messy. Come on, Mars is gonna make sure we protect this thing. These things for the best. Our other one's dead. It's just dizzy. Actually, the one with these What you best
Nowhere
use
to
this?
hide. Speed of light. Thunder and lightning can be quite frightening, but don't worry. Lila's...
Sorry, I interrupted you to do a speech, but whatever. Oh, I forgot about this. I forgot about her special
Didn't see that come.
But that was the wrong one. That was not the right person. Good. These guys. I'll put the light nails. I really can't. No, I want to switch again.
With sword comes shadow.
Yeah. Shit. Fine, eat. Damn it! This is why I hate the archery. I suck at aiming. Yeah, 69. Nice. Fuck it. Just use this. I'm gonna save this. Be too
Born of ice and frost.
Pyrotechnics.
Disappear!
No touching.
No touchy. You heard the lady. No touching. Ah, come on. Get the species. Go to ice giant ice ball. Can't really beat this in it. But whatever. Today's not that. Quite mild.
Get to the chase.
Alright. Oh, these last two, that's fine as well. I'm just going to avoid this. Things like 50, 56%. Damn it. Ice flat. Ice, baby. No, no.
Don't blink. With sword comes shadow.
You know, fuck, let's just use it. Maybe one.
Blaze over.
Use it or lose it. Okay.
Ready, steady, go! This weather's...
Let's go back to Mr. Strictly Strict. Brain.
I've completed your trial.
You don't have to report back to me. Seeking other people's validation won't benefit your training. Only you can evaluate the result of this trial. You'll progress faster that way.
Understood.
Xiao always has such strong opinions.
You could be nice one, nicer.
From tomorrow on, I'll start raising the difficulty of your training, so you'll have to...
push harder.
I have to do what?
Another one of those pesky visitors. I'll leave him to you, Ganyu. It's also a part of your training.
Is it, or you just don't want to talk to him?
Pesky visitor? So even here there are those that Xiao can't deal with?
Oh heavens! Blessed be Rex Lapis! I've finally come upon the Adepti! Are all of you the Adepti of this mountain?
No.
Great! My name's Sin Chung. I came to ask for your merciful blessings, O Adepti. I beg of you, please grant me luck, wealth, and a good career.
Oh, so it's a pilgrim.
I am also one of the Adepti. You can say that I'm an Adeptus in training.
Perfect! I didn't come in vain then. Although you sound a bit half-hearted. Doesn't matter. What blessings can you grant me?
None. Work your ass off. That's what you gotta do.
Wow, straight to the point, huh?
Dear Pilgrim, you shouldn't jump to conclusions. Adepti don't help every pilgrim for free.
You got paid. Give me some money.
For free? Do you mean that you charge people for the blessings of the Adepti?
That's not what I meant. What I'm trying to say is that everything should be earned through hard work and earnest living.
Exactly what I said. Work your ass off.
It would be unfair to other people if you got everything you wanted for no reason.
Well, that's just got a point there.
Hold on. I've heard this all before. You're just like my old man, always nagging me.
And you sound like a lazy shithead who wants everything put in front of them and can't be asked to work for it.
Your father must have experienced it firsthand. The lives of the common folk are riddled with hardships, but are also full of joy. A person of your age should focus on work and family, instead of chasing after fairy tales.
Are you a real Adeptus? Why do you speak and behave like us city folk?
Why, you sure?
You sure you're not one of those swindlers who poses an Adeptus to cheat people out of their money?
Well, if someone just can't take the whole truths, you just can't take criticism.
Enough! Doesn't matter if you're a real Adeptus or not. You're useless. I'm leaving.
Rude.
Nobody's stopping you.
Aww.
Ganyu, don't let that guy ruin your mood.
It's not his behavior. The things he said, he was right. I thought that coming back to Jueyun Karst and devoting myself to training would make me feel like an Adeptus again.
What?
But being questioned by him made me realize that I...
Go back to Liyue Harbor with us?
But I'm unwelcome in Liyue Harbor. As an Adeptus,
Hang on, someone wants me out of my room. I told you it was a misunderstanding.
It's true! Just believe us!
Believe it!
Alright. I'll go with you to Liyue Harbor. That said, I still trust my initial judgment.
No,
if I'm proven right, I'll return to Jueyun Karst once again.
It's a step in the right direction. Let's go!
Alright, let's head back to Liyue Harbor. There we go. It's interesting because once more is open, this map will zoom out even more. Right, let's zoom. There we go. Ow. I did a roll. Dual barrel roll.
I'm still...
uneasy?
Come on, Ganyu! We're almost there! You don't want to turn back now, do you?
I suppose you have a point. It would be quite impolite of me to leave the two of you now.
I wonder if she ever sheds her horns, because some deer do that, don't they? They shed their horns and then they grow back.
That's right! Where do you want to go first, then?
I've spent too much time in the mountains.
I guess she's more of a
The
goat.
first thing that comes to my mind is the sea.
Goats are the same, man.
Let's go for a walk in the port.
Happy to come with.
Alright, port it is. Do a good friend up. I feel stiff with this, so I don't know what. Ow. Something in my back. I'm getting old. It feels like getting old. Glide balloon.
the sound of the waves in this familiar port. The smell of the sea breeze makes me nostalgic.
For what?
Ganyu, you didn't leave Liyue for that long. Why do you look so moved?
Well, I used to be so busy. I haven't taken a stroll around here in a long time.
Huh. That's true. Ganyu seemed to be working all the time.
Well, when I think about my time here, I've spent most of it behind a desk filing documents. It put me in a certain mood, similar to the one I felt during my training in Juyun Karst, in fact.
Is that? It is! It's Lady Ganyu. I wouldn't have thought I'd meet you here. You were always so terribly busy.
Now she wants to come back in my room. Make your mind up, Kanga. Like, should I stay or should I go?
Lady Ganyu? Why are you calling her that?
Makes it's a bit awkward. Little Miss Ganyu.
Allow me to introduce Uncle Tien. He is...
That's all right. Just tell them the truth. They have done so much for Liyue after all, and I am the one who has yet to introduce myself.
Uncle Tien is a member of the Liyue Qixing, the Tianshu.
What? This grandpa is a member of the Qixing? The same rank as Ningguang?
Hush now. I must ask for your discretion concerning my identity.
Are you incognito, as they say?
Fishing in the port and strolling about are the greatest pleasures of my life. I have no wish to be followed around by those armed guards. In most people's eyes, I'm just a forgetful and wordy old man.
Aha.
Uncle Tien is too modest. He's been around for a long time. There's no one who can replace a person of such noble character.
Don't judge a book by its cover, they say. Yep, it's back to the last one.
What an honor to receive such high praise from Lady Ganyu herself. I guess I must have done something right over the last, however many decades.
Because remember, she's by Adeptus, she doesn't age, so he would have known her when he was younger and saw her as a thing.
Uncle Tien, please. A person of your standing should really stop calling me Lady Ganyu.
My apologies. It's not intentional, just a habit from my younger days. Thank you for looking after me when I first ascended to my position in the Qixing.
Oh, so you've been friends for many decades now, huh?
Oh, I was just fulfilling my duties as the Qixing secretary. It's nothing worthy of your gratitude.
Talking about secretaries, I don't know if I should bring it up. Ganyu, I believe you know my daughter, Huixin. She seems to be a bit troubled recently.
Yes, she works at Yua High Pavilion and she's my junior. How can I help her?
I don't know myself, really. She's all grown up now and doesn't like to ask for my help. May I trouble you to meet her at UAI Pavilion? She just needs a bit of guidance.
With pleasure. Solving the Qixing's problems has always been in my job description.
She's back in character, just like that, huh? Let's move then, to Yua High Pavilion.
I was at there then. I was just all the way over here. Oh no, wait, there is this. This is where it was before. Can I leave my room again now? Leave my room again. Oh no, my bed. Okay. Oh, I thought I wanted to leave a minute ago, but no, wait. No, she's just sniffing stuff. No, you want to leave or not? Okay. Okay, she's not making a lot. She's just wandering around, sniffy, sniffy. Enough distractions. Let's get the ball, well, going, rolling. Oh, this is where I jumped off forward. I would definitely end up dying again. Last minute. There you go.
Miss Ganyu, it's been too long. I don't know why, but seeing you brings me a sense of peace in these chaotic times.
Indeed, it has been a while, Huixin. I'm flattered, but aren't you exaggerating a little? I heard that you've encountered some problems and came to see if I could be of some help.
My father asked you to come, didn't he?
Why'd you think that?
Abusing his status as a member of the Qixing to trouble you.
Don't worry. I'm always happy to help a junior colleague from Yuehai Pavilion.
Ganyu's not only a competent secretary, but also a great mentor.
So, what can you tell me about the problem?
Ugh, where should I start? I discovered something strange while organizing tax records.
Uh-oh, we're looking at tax fraud.
There are obvious irregularities in the tax declarations of two stores, Second Life and Wanyo Boutique. However, whether I question the shopkeepers or check their accounts, I can't seem to make any progress with my investigation. Without any evidence, my hands are tied.
I see. It's not uncommon for merchants to be blinded by greed.
Well, is there any solution you can advise?
Beat the shit out of them?
Naturally. I've dealt with similar issues hundreds of times. Give me a moment to consider the best approach in this scenario.
Crap, all of them. That's thousands of years of work experience for you.
All right. Let's approach it this way then. Your enemy knows you best.
Okay.
Huh?
If I remember correctly, Second Life and Wanyo Boutique are old business rivals, competing for market share due to their similar wares. In that case...
In that case... Ah! I know what you mean, Ms. Ganyu.
I still don't get it.
Ms. Ganyu plans to let them expose each other.
Exactly. Let's start with Wanyo Boutique. The owner's name is... Bellamy, isn't it?
Yes, you're right. Follow me, please.
Oh, okay, now you do want to go around. Alright, then. They're all wandering around. So, I'm going to go sleepy time in my bed then. Yeah, she's in the bed. She does that sometimes. She'll wander around for a bit now. So, you know, I'm going to sleep in the bed now. And she's cleaning herself up actually first, then goes to Sleepy Town. Traveler, drop off that. There we go, that's the ticket.
You can't beat the atmosphere here in Liyue.
What's going on? What? Oh, this? No? Oh, you know, it's pretty low. That's what's going on. Yeah, I thought so.
Aha! We meet again, traveler. And you must be from the Yuhai Pavilion? I suppose you're about to place a big order. I'd be honored to offer you my wares.
That won't be necessary, Mr. Bolai. Wanyo Boutique's credit is not sufficient to accept orders directly from Yuhai Pavilion. Should we need to place such an order, we would certainly go to Second Life instead.
Oh.
What? Second Life?
Oh, she's goating him.
Ugh.
Get it?
That rascal Dongsheng. He's stealing all of my customers.
Dongsheng.
Well, Second Life's credit has always been excellent, and based on their tax records, their business is thriving.
Tax records? Thriving?
I see what she means by exposing. She's going to go to each of them and make out the other one's good, and then he's going to expose them, and then we go to the other one that exposes them.
Huh. Is there anything you'd like to share with us, Mr. Bolai?
Don't let that rascal fool you. I know his dirty tricks best. If you don't believe me, show me his tax records. I'm sure I'll find something fishy in there.
A fish?
You know Second Life's business so well?
Of course. Ugh, their every transaction makes my blood boil. I'd rather lose money myself than see that rascal make some.
Is that how you...
Well then, please look over this tax record. We'll review Second Life's credit based on your observations.
Oh, of course. I'll read very, very carefully. Line by line and word by word. Here, I found it. That exquisite wooden furniture set he bought from Fanmu Carpenters at the beginning of the year. Ugh, he even flaunted it in front of me. Look at the tax record. Not a word about that furniture. And he kept all the profit for himself.
I see. He must have gotten rid of all the documents related to this transaction. No wonder there was no trace of it.
I told you so. Just as I expected. Ugh, I can't wait to watch him squirm.
And he's not the only one.
But, Ms. Ganyu, despite all this, can't he just flat out deny ever making this transaction?
He might have destroyed all the evidence, but I believe the supplier, Fanmu Carpenters, might still have some proof of it.
Aha, you're right. Master Lu from Fanmu Carpenters must still have the invoice. He wouldn't be swayed by the likes of Dongsheng.
I hope so. Let's go to Fanmu Carpenters. It should be near Chingsa Village. Thank you for shining a light on this case, Mr. Balai.
Oh, please, that's nothing. I just hope you won't be lenient with him once you find the evidence. That's the best way to show your gratitude.
I'm afraid I can't go to Chingsa Village.
Why?
It's all right, Weishin. You can stay in Liyue Harbor and finish your work. Leave the rest to us.
That's so considerate of you. Still, I'm sorry to trouble you like that.
Alright, let's make a way then. I don't know why I did that. I just wanted to be funny, I guess. Well, let's make our way then. This little village. Sorry for keeping out sometimes. Like I said, I feel kind of today. I said I feel like I'm getting over a cold and everything. Yeah, just really all the time I feel great. Like I said, doing these kind of things is much better for streaming like this. Right. How you doing, sir?
Welcome. How can an old carpenter like me help you?
I'm usually happy to take new apprentices, but I'm afraid I can't take too many at once. But I'm always around if you're keen for a chat.
Kingsa really is full of lonely old people.
Hey, I heard that, Flying One.
But his hearing is still good, though.
I'm sorry.
Master Lu, we've just come to see you and ask you some questions.
Don't worry, I know. You're from the Yuehai Pavilion, right? Why would the Qixing care about an old man like me? Well, whatever. You said that you want to ask me something. Ask away, then.
You're very direct, Master Lu. I will be plain. We're looking for proof that Dongsheng from Second Life has been evading taxation.
So it's taxable, like I thought.
Dongsheng bought some furniture from you at the beginning of the year. Do you still have the invoice or any other record of that transaction?
Oh, it's about Second Life. It was a big order. How could I forget?
Sure enough, Mr. Bellamy was right. Could we perhaps borrow that invoice? We won't have any evidence to bring against Dongsheng otherwise.
Of course you can. But I'm not so sprightly anymore.
What's that supposed to mean?
I only do my woodwork and display finished wares here at Fanmu Carpenters. As for old documents and such, I keep them all in a warehouse west of here.
Of course.
But some troublemakers have recently moved there, invading my warehouse. I tried to drive them away, but they just wouldn't leave.
Well, we'll make them leave.
Since you need that invoice anyway, it may be best to get it from the warehouse yourself.
Yes.
And while you're at
your
it,
back, you scratch mine.
you can teach those louts a lesson.
Oh, we're definitely going to teach them a lesson. Jeff.
So that's what happened. I see.
I'll leave you to it then. I need to get back to work.
We have to wait for it to walk off. Yeah.
Take back the warehouse, find the invoice. Time for us to show our stuff in a fight.
Wait, I think I saw one of those troublemakers. Ah, over there.
Oh, Paimon sees them too.
It's a Fatui.
It's one of the Fatui.
What are they doing here?
They must be plotting something against Liyue Harbor.
Maybe they're the scoundrels who invaded Master Lu's warehouse.
It should have been obvious.
Ever since Osial attacked the harbor, the Fatui's reputation in Liyue has reached rock bottom. We won't cause a serious diplomatic crisis by getting into some small scuffle with the Fatui within our borders. You need not worry. Besides, I can already feel their malicious intentions. Consider it my intuition as the secretary of the Qixing.
Then what are we waiting for? Let's go teach him a lesson.
Let's kick the crap out of them. Yep, big boy. Ready for an ass kicking? Because you're gonna get it. Let's drop right on his head. And... Oh, I missed his head. Well done.
Frozen.
You got the ice baby, huh? No, I kind of want to. Fire, bitch.
Not going anywhere.
That's what it was.
Freshness preserved. Frozen food.
It looks like you're frozen, mate. You best just let it go then. Get it?
Flash frost.
Feel the beat.
Beat the heat, beat the heat, feel the heat.
Frozen descent.
Nowhere to hide.
Don't. Oh. Guess we weren't gonna see.
Oh, you scoundrels.
I think you've had enough. About time you tell us your plan. No?
Plan? What plan?
We just taught you a lesson, but clearly you weren't paying attention. If you don't spill whatever you're scheming against Liyue, we'll be forced to use harsher methods.
Yo, stab in the gut. Mickey is hot.
I'm telling the truth. There's no scheme.
You sure about that?
If you're telling the truth, then why would you, a member of the Fatui, suddenly appear on the outskirts of Chinksa village?
Fine. If you really want to know, then, well, I was about to.
Jerk off?
About to what?
Jerk off?
Pick berries over there.
I must admit, I didn't expect you to come up with such a silly excuse.
It's not an excuse. I rarely have a free morning, and I heard that there were fresh berries in this area. Think about it. I'm here alone, and Chinksa Village is nothing more than a retirement spot for old people. What could I be scheming anyway?
Stealing from the elderly?
Judging by how he's looking at us, it does seem like he feels like he's the victim here.
So you have nothing to do with the occupation of Fanmu Carpenter's warehouse?
Fanmu Carpenter's warehouse? Where's that?
Up your butt.
I swear, I only came here to pick berries. That's all.
So it wasn't the Fatui who took over Master Lu's warehouse after all.
Must have been blamed for nothing.
I also feel that he's telling the truth.
Whoopsie!
Yes, whoopsie. We just beat the crap out of him for picking berries. Whoopsie is the best response.
I misjudged the situation and offended you. My apologies. Our exchange only represents my personal views. If you wish it so, you can file a complaint to the Ministry of Civil Affairs.
Exchange? This woman, she's clearly aware that the Ministry of Civil Affairs wouldn't side with us, Fatui.
Yes, precisely. As an alternative, you may try to solve this problem with force once again.
Paimon's in!
Darn you. How can you wear that solemn face while bullying me like this?
What's your choice, then?
I'll get back to my berries.
Good choice. Berries.
What a bittersweet ending.
Ha! Because berries are sweet.
I made a laughingstock out of myself. I might have spent too much time away from work. My intuition is not as accurate as it used to be.
No worries. It's always nice to teach the Fatui a lesson.
Let's keep moving towards Master Lu's warehouse. Our goal is to get the invoice, after all.
I bet it's the treasure hoarders. It's always the treasure. It's either the Fatui or treasure hoarders. One or the two. Oh, it's actually it's Hitty Trolls.
So this is the warehouse. Seems like those troublemakers were nothing more than a few hair churls. Let's show them what we got.
Show me what we got. Bunch of Hitty Trolls. And then
with swords from
Get out of more sight! Ow. Yeah. Oh, huge fun. Dead. Oh, dead. Oh, more? Huh. That was a block. Again?
Windblade!
Hit nothing, mate. Oh, jeez. I didn't mean to do that. Huh. Well, I can't... There goes. I want to spin a little bit. Get our butts back up there and let's try this again. Because more of them have just appeared. How are you doing, lads? Want an ass kicking?
Cut to the chase. Don't blink.
Get it. Destroy that shield, yes. Oh, I don't think you deserve that shield. I'm gonna break it. Big saw. Ah, missed me. Do not want you to kiss me. Thank you very much.
Power core! Speed of light! With sword comes shadow. I'll protect us. All clear! Quick, let's look around for the invoice.
Alright, let's look at it. Three indoors, right? No. Is it? No. Ah, this must be it then.
This one is an invoice from One Min Restaurant. Some dining tables and chairs. That's not it.
This one?
This one is Wangsheng Funeral Parlors. Oh, so they make coffins too.
Okay, where are they? It's everywhere. This is behind the back. Round the back, yes.
This one is Second Lives. We finally found it. Let's bring this invoice back to Hoishin.
Alright. Do my good friend the first rush. Oh, no, I don't want to get hold of the tree. I want to go nice and high. I'll look at that view. So beautiful. What can I see? Yeah, there it is. The jade chamber. Yeah. Yeah. See that shit?
Ah, Ms. Ganyu, you're back. I hope it wasn't too much trouble rushing about like that.
I promise to help you and I'll keep my word. Nothing to worry about. Look, it's the invoice for the transaction between Second Life and Fanmu Carpenters. We've brought it back.
Oh, thank you so much. Now we can solve this problem.
Agreed. How about we go to Second Life and have a nice chat with the owner?
Yeah, just a thought. She's using their rivalry as businesses to out one another out. Well, she's 1,000 years, been around for thousands of years, so she knows a thing or two. Oh, jeez, I dropped in the water. Wow, we could say now. Drank the whole thing. This was like 900 meters, so almost at least. You going to? Oh, someone else up now. Uh-oh, I'm out of stamina. Ah, shit, man. Oh, got these. How's this dude? What are you doing, saw? Huh? Oh, that guy. What's going on there, second, huh?
Isn't it Huixin from the Yuehai Pavilion? I remember you.
No.
I told you that all of my transactions are included in the records. My tax declarations are scrupulous as well. I do hope that my business won't be affected by any groundless accusations.
Groundless accusations? Mr. Dongsheng, you seem very sure of yourself. But I sincerely advise that you cease this behavior immediately. It is liable to affect the fine you'll need to pay in the end.
No. I'm an honest merchant. I would never get involved with any fraudulent sources of profit.
I just heard him and I thought he said honest virgin instead of merchant.
Haven't I made myself clear? Mr. Dongsheng, you've already been proven guilty of tax evasion. I just came here to see if you'd confess.
What? Proven guilty? How come? That's impossible. Absolutely absurd.
He's talking without rhyme or reason. Must be crumbling under Ganyu's pressure.
Oh, so it was only him was tax evasion. I thought the other guy was in tax evasion.
Time for the finishing blow!
Mr. Dongsheng,
It's an invoice from Fanmu Carpenters. I'm... Master Lu, I didn't...
Do you admit to tax evasion? This transaction was absent from the tax record.
I didn't think you'd find out. I didn't leave a single trace.
Well, technically you did, you dingus.
Indeed. We wouldn't have found out if it weren't for Mr. Boalai's aid.
Balai? That imp from Wanyo Boutique? So he told on me behind my back. He's got his own share of dirty laundry.
Okay, no, he is actually
Oh?
doing bad stuff. so
Mr.
you know.
Dongsheng, I'd like to hear a little more about this dirty laundry. Would you care to elaborate?
I love the word elaborate. I don't know why. It's like
I
that
don't
sounds
think you'll need my
elaborate.
guidance for what comes next.
Yes, thank you, Ms. Ganyu. I can take it from here.
I was
That's
actually
good.
going to put it on auto.
I must say, you're truly impressive, Ms. Ganyu. Your enemy knows you best. To think, you came up with this plan and executed it so masterfully.
It's actually one of your father's, the Tianshu's, old tricks. I just took some inspiration from it.
My father?
Pitting your opponent against their enemies and watching them drag each other down from an advantageous position. That's how Uncle Tian managed to keep his position in the Qixing secure for so many years. I figured that as Uncle Tian's daughter, you'd naturally grasp your father's strategies. So, I decided to use one of your father's tricks and play it out for you to see.
I can see it now. Clearly, I still have a lot to learn about my father. I'm really grateful, Ms. Ganyu. You're the kindest mentor I've ever had.
Ganyu solved both Hoishin's work and family problems. 2 birds with 1 stone.
Oh, you've helped me so much. You must allow me to repay your kindness.
Alright, so she comes out. She came out of her little bed, rubbed herself against me, wants some pets, walks off, and then walks back into her bed. Yes, I'm talking about you. Oh, she's very sleepy. You just nod at me. Yes, little nod.
That's not necessary. No need to be so serious.
Why?
It was nothing, really.
Then let me treat you to a meal. The Traveler and Paimon are invited as well. I appreciate your help.
Ooh, free food.
Alright, come on, Ganyu. Just say yes. Let's eat.
Paimon doesn't forget.
Oh, come on. It's just a meal.
If it's just a meal, there's no reason for me to decline. It'll be my pleasure, Huixin.
Actually, I've already booked Senor Kiosk. I need a moment to prepare everything first. Let's meet there in a while.
All right. We dare not refuse such generosity.
Let's get a nice little meal. So we're maybe it's like I said, it's always usually story missions vary on that. That's why I can easily maybe do 2 in one string. Jesus. Oh, the way you're sitting down. Let's fucking eat then.
Miss Ganyu, thank you for accepting my invitation. And as for the 2 of you, your presence is also much appreciated.
Crap. Huge. And flat.
Sure.
That's so kind of you, Huixin. You went to great lengths to organize this.
Truth be told, apart from thanking you for all the help, there's something I'd like to tell you.
Oh? If there's anything I can help you with, just tell me straight away. No need to hesitate.
Oh, no, I don't really need help. Could you just listen for a bit?
With pleasure.
Oh, sorry.
When I was a little girl, my father used to tell me many stories about you, Miss Ganyu. Even though I have the utmost respect for my father, I always admired how gentle and reliable you are. I've only decided to join the Yuhai Pavilion staff because I've always looked up to you.
This is always the problem with characters who don't age, but at the same time look super young. Because it's weird for her to say that. Considering she looks older than she is, but she's actually older than her. She's been stuck looking like a teenager for thousands of years. Honestly, that sucked. I'd rather stay looking like an adult. If I could stay young for as long as that, I'd rather stay looking like an adult. Because the point of looking like a teenager is people will treat you like a kid even though you're not a kid.
I didn't know that you think so highly of me.
However, in reality, working at the Yuhai Pavilion turned out to be an arduous task. I can't compare myself to such an outstanding secretary like you. I often doubt myself as a result.
You shouldn't really compare yourself to someone else. Everyone is different. Everyone has their own skills and strengths. Comparing to someone else is going to
I disagree. You're a great secretary in your own right.
Exactly.
Thank you. Over the years, I became a mother, too.
Oh, congratulations.
Huh? So Uncle Tian is a grandpa!
Influenced by my youthful ideals, she followed my footsteps and came to be a secretary at the Yuhai Pavilion, too.
Okay.
At first, I was worried about her. It's not an easy job, after all. To tell the truth, I'm still unsure if she's capable enough.
Well, I'm confused. You said you became a parent a few months ago, but that means a baby.
But after all that happened this time, I've made up my mind to support her choice.
So, what made you change your mind?
The fact that she'll have you, Ms. Ganyu, as her senior colleague. You'll help her, gentle as always, and tell her your mom used to do it like that. It'd be such a beautiful moment. If it's not too much to ask for, she might still need your guidance in 20+ years, too.
Oh, okay. Okay, so no, the child decided when she's older. Okay, now, okay. Got it.
Huishin, I never thought that I meant so much to you.
Just like when you showed me my father's trick. Having you as their witness makes people feel at ease.
Witness? It's true that I've witnessed thousands of years of Liyue Harbor's history. All the changes it's gone through, the stories of its people. But I've always regarded it as nothing more than the source of my loneliness. Huishin, you don't know how important those words are to me. You've made me realize that I share another connection with the people of Liyue Harbor. Apart from my contract with Rex Lapis, they rely on me, accept me, and long for me to bear witness to their stories.
Oh, of course. You're irreplaceable to us.
That's right. That's why I can't disappoint you.
Hooray! Ganyu's finally cheered up!
Even if I've really been supplanted, I wish to fight for my place. I won't let you down. I'm going to fulfill my contract and keep working as the Qixing secretary.
I told you you haven't been.
Regardless, I'll go back and see for myself. I'm afraid that it might have all become a mess during my absence.
Yeah.
No time to waste. Let's get back to work.
I wonder, does she actually have like, are those horns or ears? You can't really see behind her hair. If she's
Good
got,
luck,
like,
Miss
ears.
Ganyu.
We're leaving already? Paimon's still hungry.
I've been such a little thing packing so much food. just gonna sit here. Spin around. Okay, let's get up now. No, also, why did I think that was the door? No, wait. Ah, there's the door. Just gathered everything there. That's what I do like about also Genshin, is the fact that from inside the building I can fast travel. So many games, when you're inside the building, it's like, I'm sorry, you can't fast travel. You're inside the building. But no, with this, they're like, nah, go for it. Or the annoying ones, when there's an enemy nearby, you cannot fast travel. It's like, well, why not? Oh. At least 3 ladies are going to be feeling relieved.
Baisha, are you okay? Did you fall asleep standing up?
Cats do that sometime.
Look who's back.
Guess who's back? Back
you
again.
even have enough time for leisure? It seems you three are a suitable replacement for me after all.
Not at all. We've been working for too long. If we didn't take a break...
Kill over.
We wouldn't have survived long enough to see you again, Miss Ganyu.
Miss Ganyu, we've missed you.
That's so kind of you all, given we've only met once.
We've been praying day and night for you to return and take over your duties again.
To us, you're like an adeptus coming down to the human world to save all life.
Forget all our envious complaints from before. Just free us from this strenuous work, please.
All right, I see. Please divide the matters at hand into government affairs, business affairs, and civil affairs. Mark out the tasks that haven't been started, and those that are in progress. I'll take care of the rest.
Of course. We'll do it right away.
Oh, finally. We're saved.
Yes. There's one more thing. I'd like to earnestly thank you, Traveler. If it weren't for your companionship, I would still be embroiled in my inner conflict right now.
It was fun. It was a fun adventure for me too.
To think that I'd gained a human friend outside of work. It makes me happier than I could have imagined.
Aww.
I'd like to repay you when I'm done with the work at hand. What would you say if I accompanied you on one of your trips?
Sure, but are you ever done with work on you?
Let's cross that bridge when we come to it, shall we?
There we go. As once again, it says to be continued. There's lots of ones that have said to be continued and never actually continued. There's one thing I realised that might be a good idea to give a shot. Damn it! I was gonna say, if that gave me enough to get by 10 of these, we could do like just, you know what? There's no way I can get 10 of them. There we go. And just to finish it off, I mean, who's on the banner is Shinobu. I'm not really bothered if I do. It's not like no one. Cool if I get it. Not the end of the world if I don't. But I figure we might as well finish it off with a little draw and see what happens. 2 and 10 at once is more guaranteed to get a 1 count. Things I don't know what style it is, so let's see. No, we got we have Dog Boy, but all right, that's fine. Unless it wasn't bothered, was a fee, it would be fun to like that. These people do get a little bit obsessive with this. That's what I always like about it. The fact that we just did the 2 story missions and it cost me nothing. Even that, I just did it 1 roll and got Dog Boy. I think I already have. That means I got all those constellations there. But I guess that would be a good idea to end it now. Let's just let my brain work for once. Switch over. There we go. Okay, like I said, I am not entirely sure what's wrong with me right now. It could be just I got a slight minor cold, or I'm getting a cold. But if I don't feel better, probably because like I said, I just feel rough. Like I said, it feels like I'm getting over a cold, and your body just aches. You just feel like, well, that's what I feel like. But I'd say how I feel probably like by Monday or Tuesday. If not, if I start feeling worse and actually get a cold, I might not actually end up streaming next week. But we'll see. As I usually say, I usually tweet it out if I'm not. What I need to try and do at some point is sort down making a Discord server. It's so complicated. One video didn't really explain it as much as I could understand it, but that's more of a me problem. I do say I have a little bit of learning difficulties, and then my brain has trouble grasping some stuff, even though someone might be explaining it enough. So it's always good to search for other videos, not rely on one video. Maybe not find a video that might explain it a little bit better, because I feel that's a lot better, like a Discord server. Because I know a lot of people don't use Twitter, and I get the reasons why people don't want to. But oh Jesus. Actually, I like doing these story stuff in Genshin. Is actually cool. It's cool, like in between stuff. Until I decide I want to do, because I still do want to do another platinum run, but I'm still deciding on what one I want to do. Because I'm still playing out Ratchet and Clank one, because that one shouldn't be too difficult to do, and it could be fun to do like an actual platinum a PS5 game. Because I was thinking about Astro's Playroom, but I've not even finished that game itself. So it could be like a double whammy. I play the game and finish it. But I think for now, I think we probably, because there is Stray out this month, but that's not out until a while. But that's what kind of this is good, because it's good to do this instead of starting a new game and then going, oops, a new game, and stuff I've got on the list of games that are in my library of like my Steam library, or PS4, because I've got lots of PS Plus games as well to go through. But yeah, so obviously most likely we'll do Genshin next week, and whose stories are left on there at the moment? It is Hugh, I can never pronounce it, the chief of fucking the ghost girl, and Mia. I'm bad with so yeah, basically got 3 left, but it's always the case of some of these do take a long time, and then there's those other ones that are like I'm not sure how you describe them, like it's one with Barbara. It's like almost like a similar to the story stuff, but different in some ways. But yeah, I know Monday is the 4th of July for Americans, so any Americans that might be watching, I guess happy 4th of July, because I won't be streaming in. But yeah, ow, I hit my chest. Because I am still thinking about finishing, because obviously Wednesday we'll still be doing Jedi Fallen Order. Tuesday will still be, Thursday will still be Harry Potter and the Half-Blood Prince. But I am debating about finishing Duke Nukem, because that last level, I've always said this, I think it's important to, yes, obviously finish games, but also enjoying them. And I feel like if you're not enjoying it, it's not worth forcing yourself to do them as a streamer. And maybe I might do something else instead of that, and maybe come back to it. Maybe. Actually, I always tweet out the schedule on Monday as well, so that's the best way of knowing if I will or not stream. But with that, my brain went dead. With that aside, I appreciate everyone who stopped by. Wow, there it goes. It's completely and utterly gone. And I guess before I start going around in circles, hope you have a good rest of your day and have a good weekend, I guess. And doing fun. I will try and rest as much as possible, and hopefully I feel a little bit more better by Monday, hopefully. Because I don't have to worry about work, because I do get paid sick pay, so having time for work isn't the issue. It's more like not being able to stream. Because the last thing I want to do is make myself worse. And that's what I said like yesterday. That's why I didn't want to take the gamble, because I believe like it's better to like when grow some videos say no, you have to stick to your schedule no matter what. But then what if you're not well? Like, it's not worth like pushing yourself on a day off and not feeling up to or not feeling 100%, then making yourself ill and then being a week off of stream. Like I said, today I feel a little bit better, but yeah, I guess I'll just end it now. I still do this, but yes, have a good evening and thanks for this. I will blah blah blah.